We are back. Stiles and Watkins, Sactown Sports. Special thanks to Jiffy Lube for making our road trip to Radio Row possible. Jiffy Lube, a proud sponsor of Sactown Sports, with Troy Smith, Heisman Trophy winner, NFL veteran, QB in the place to be.
Yes.
Troy Smith, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, man. It's been a while, man, so I appreciate coming back,
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah. Let's just talk about the QB position. So much has been said about whether it's Brock Purdy or Patrick Mahomes. How do you feel? And even in Tom Brady talked more about the state of the NFL right now. But how do you feel? We were talking to Michael Pittman Jr. about the golden age of the wide receivers. How do you feel about the quarterback position right now as a whole? Some people think that, they're running too much. Some people think you still need that pocket passer. But you can't be a statue back there either.
Right. Well, I know this day and age is really unique. It's okay to be yourself now. I do remember there was a day and age when you were quote unquote too short or too whatever. You know what I mean? So to see the not the top edge or the cutting edge guys, to see them finally getting their chance and their shot, it means a lot. You got to forgive me there because I don't want to be insensitive with the words.
Yes.
I know how crazy it is nowadays. You can get canceled at any moment. You know what I mean? But the overachiever has always been, my type of guy. And I think Brock Purdy fits that, claim all the way down to a T. He's a baller through and through, and I like what he does.
Troy, I got to hear your perspective on this. So much has been made, especially with C.J. Stroud having the year he had, about the Ohio State quarterback. I know you've got to have some feelings on the narrative.
I got a lot of feelings
Ohio
on
State quarterbacks just can't do it. What do you got to say to people who say that?
Thank you, CJ.
Yeah, first off, because you're tired of hearing about it, I'm sure.
No doubt. He's getting rid of all of the claims, and he's getting rid of all of the rumors and different things like that. And we just talked about it a little bit. Back in our day and age, it was a little bit different. They wanted 6'4", tall cans and tall bottles of quote-unquote piss, as we used to call it back then. But now it's all about mobility. It's all about being able to make plays on the run. And the position has changed. I wish that I could have, hit the rewind button and did some different things and maybe been born a couple years later. Because my 6 foot stature is what it's all about now.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, when I see guys like Lamar Jackson, honestly, the thing I think about is you. I'm like, this Troy Smith in college was a spectacle, man. And when you see a guy like Lamar, I mean, what do you feel like is the difference, or why did it work out for him?
I think he had a staff. Well, he has a staff, and he's got people that trust in him and believe in him. To play quarterback, you need positivity. If you got people around you that are steadily poking at you and don't believe in you, then you know what's going to happen. He's got a group of people that want to build around him. His skill set is obviously, it can't be, bartered up against anybody else. So he's awesome in those respects, but I believe that it's the group of people behind him pushing him and staying positive.
Well, and that's the thing too, when you talk about the environment, that is so important, because we were just talking to Tyler Scott, wide receiver for the Bears, and Justin Fields is another guy who I want to see him win. And I don't know if Chicago wants it. If you really want him, do what's right by him and keep him if you want him, but don't feel pressured to keep him, and then all of a sudden you throw him away because the situation wasn't perfect. You got to believe in these guys.
You got to protect them, and the quarterback only plays good when he's erect, when he's standing up, when he has a chance to survey the field and make some actual plays. If he's running for his life, what do you expect? Not only that, but when he does get a chance to run, he looks just like the guy that we were just talking about, Lamar Jackson, who is the greatest at running. You know what I mean? And Justin Fields is 1C maybe, because there's a 1B and 1A in there. But Lamar Jackson is the best at scrambling, the best at improvising. Pat Mahomes is something totally different. He's a great and a legend in his own. But the position has totally changed. And just like I said before, I wish I was born a little bit.
And, I mean, I can't lie. I was looking at some of your numbers and stuff, and to see you won the Heisman Trophy in 2006, which is almost 20 years ago. I mean, how much does it feel like college football has changed, of course, with the NIL and the transfer rules and all that, but just the game in general, how much has it changed?
100% has changed. It's changed in that first and foremost, it's okay to be who you are.
Right.
You don't have to be a certain size.
Exactly.
You don't have to be a certain size, certain speed, certain this, certain that. I just remember being chastised however many times for things that I couldn't and, wasn't in my power.
Yeah.
So that's a number of the ways the games have changed. And then the other way is you got to pass the run, you got to run the pass. The running game is starting to resurface, but they're throwing the air out of the football. They're throwing it all over the field, 53 in the third, from sideline to sideline. They're using it.
Yeah.
120 yards, talking about the end zones being 10 yards apiece. Yeah. They're using every blade of grass. So I love it, man. I love the actual replays on the pylons. Whoever invented that, oh my God, I love that. You know what I mean? So it's awesome, man. The game is where it's supposed to be, and evolution is awesome.
Yeah.
You won the Heisman, and we're talking about Ohio State, and Justin Fields, Ohio State guy.
Yeah.
With the transfer portal and how things are changing,
Wild West.
Jaden Daniels, he wins the Heisman at LSU, but is he an LSU guy because he started at ASU? How do you think that has affected, I guess, the pageantry of college football, where just like Justin Fields didn't start at Ohio State, Joe Burrow, about 4 different schools want to claim Joe Burrow. How do you think that's kind of changed the landscape of college football?
It's changed it immensely. You need to be more of a professional right away. You need to have an incredible understanding of where you are with awareness. Your business acumen needs to turn on as soon as you touch campus. And I think that's awesome. I think that the only way that you get orange juice is if you squeeze the oranges, squeeze everything that you can out of all of these athletes, because they are young professionals. Give them their chance, give them their monies. For so long, the NC2A has been exactly who they've been, and we don't want to get into the nuts and bolts of that, but that'll be another conversation.
We'll have you back. We'll have you back.
Please have me back. Please have me back, because I got a lot to say. I got these gray hairs for a reason. I've been holding shit in for a long time. No more, man. But yeah, I believe that it's supposed to change and it's supposed to morph. The NIL has made it to where the playing field is now level. The athlete does deserve any and everything that they're getting, and just a little bit more. You see these coaches, as soon as they get a chance to have better or greener pastures, they'll leave like that. They got no problems with packing up their family and moving, but then they got everything to say about a young kid who is aspiring to be a professional. I think they need to stop with that, put their foot in their mouths and chill out. But it's business, and this is the way it is now, and you just got to accept it.
There you go. All right, Troy Smith, Heisman Trophy winner, NFL vet. Before we get you out of here, you talked about Mahomes, you talked about Purdy, both in a very positive light, both very bright futures, but who gets it done on Sunday?
Now, this is my first interview today, and I don't want to be hanged later on because I have Kansas City Chief brothers, San Francisco did right by me. The whole community did right by me. I should have completed more passes, and then who knows?
Right.
I think it's going to be an incredibly competitive game. It's going to be a great game. I think I'm going to roll with the Chiefs. I'm going to roll with the Chiefs for this reason, and it's not because my brother has a beautiful young lady that's his girl, and we Clevelanders, we stick together. You guys know who I'm talking about with Travis Kelce. That's my brother. Shout out to the Saginaw Joneses. He knows what that means.
All right.
Not only him, but every time I've even thought about anything like separate from Patrick Mahomes, he sticks the knife in me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I know he knows, and I'm not doing it on purpose, but he just come through and through. It's going to be a tough game. As long as we hold both those ends down, run the football north and south, it's going to be incredibly competitive. But I'm thinking probably 37-34, Chiefs pull it out.
Yeah.
There you go.
That'd be a great game.
Troy Smith,
37-34.
37-34, another Chiefs pick. But got love for the Niners. Got love for the
all types of love.
That's right. Heisman Trophy winner. Thank you so much, Troy. Enjoy the rest of your time in Vegas.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Much respect.
All right. You got to get to a break. When we get back, more Stiles and Watkins live from Vegas. Thanks to Jiffy Lube, Sactown Sports.